Science!
And a 1, 2.
Woo! Dance! How? So we just found out that we're gonna go on the crawler. So I think this is, do you see this? We're at the crawler. And there's the other one too. And we're here. Still isn't real. I can't believe it.
This is D-Truck. It's one of our 4 trucks. They're all set up, you know, approximately the same. Everything on the crawler is the same except where it's different. So this is one of our belts. We have 2 belts per truck, and we've got 57 shoes per belt. We got 57 pinned together for a belt, and each of the shoes weighs approximately 2,000 pounds of cast steel. So that is our big heavy wear item. That's, you know, what's taking the beating as we're going over the rocks. That'll crush the rocks. It's taking all the weight from the top of the crawler. It's sitting on top of the chassis. It's being transferred down through the guide tubes and the gel cylinders, down through the truck structure, and being dispersed into the ground. So some of these shoes have been on here since, I think the last full replacement we did was 2004.
Oh wow.
And then we'll replace shoes as needed. As they get exceptionally worn, it messes with the balance, bearings and pins start to get hot, we know we need to replace the shoe. All of our gears, you can see our sprockets, all of our gears and stuff are inside the truck, so you've got a little bit of a labyrinth inside the truck you can actually crawl through, and all the shear webs that go and disperse some of that load. Up above me, you see one of our 4 steering cylinders that we have per truck. We've got 16 total double-acting steering cylinders, 4 per truck, 2 set up in parallel along all of the interior sides, 1 set up in the front, 1 set up in the back. And all of those will help our trucks turn as we're driving along. We usually are turning in what we call a great circle, which means our front trucks are turning, let's say, to the left, and our back trucks are turning to the right, and the crawler will move in a great big circle.
Oh.
We also have the capability to move in crab, which is when all 4 trucks are turning in the same direction, and we're going to kind of creep diagonally. And when we're trying to be really precise, our front 2 trucks will be controlled by the front cap, and our back 2 trucks will be controlled by the back cap, and they're operated separately. And we can be really, really precise because we've got about 3/4 of a tolerance when we're done. So that's kind of the real basic gist. If you guys want and are ready, we'll go up the stairs and check out a few things that we can look at.
Do you have these shoes just kind of like on standby, or do you have to like order one, or?
We get shoes made in batches.
Okay.
So we keep a certain amount of batches on standby, and then we replace them as needed.
Super cool.
So,
are all the shoes like the same, or?
Yeah, they're all the same.
Oh,
They all have the
that's
same tolerances and dimensions. Watch your step on the stairs. Top step's a little bit higher than the other, so really pay attention to that.
What is your job here? What do you do?
I'm one of the engineers for the crawlers, transporters, mobile launchers, and structures group, and the engineers are the operators of the crawlers. So we'll be the ones who are driving and operating the gel system.
Cool. How long have you been doing this?
It'll be 4 years this time.
Oh, wow.
Wow. She said max design speed is 2 miles an hour, but that's in a hurry.
So on your left, as you see these 2 big hydraulic cylinders, these are 2 of our 16 gel cylinders. They're very similar to the steering cylinders. They're double-acting hydraulic cylinders. These are what is actually accepting and transferring the load. These are what allows us to jack up and down to different heights, and it also will keep pressure equalized between all 4 corners. We do have a tolerance that if we get out of tolerance in any of our 4 corners, our gel system will lock in place, and we will have to address that and manually restart. So it's a safety factor, so we don't hit like a big divot in the crawlerway, or we don't, you know, get our load unbalanced enough to where it's really heavy on one corner and it has the potential to tip. Way before that has the potential to happen, it'll lock us in place. Storage tanks. So we've got 2 on board the crawler capable of carrying 3,500 gallons of diesel fuel. Before a major move, we will stock up and we will fill both of those up, so we will be topped off and carrying 5,000 gallons of diesel fuel. We get about 32 feet per gallon.
What?
We get about 32 feet per gallon of diesel fuel.
Oh my, feet per, I'm sorry, I'm sure you misspoke. What? We are underneath, I believe this is crawler 2. It's very dirty. You can see there's grease puddles and oil puddles underneath us all the time, just from it being like a very big, just huge contraption. We saw the inside engine for it. We saw the controls. We saw the cab that steers it. We didn't see the top, saw some of the wheels or the tracks. We saw all of them. We saw the path that it goes down. We saw so much. This thing is huge. This thing is dirty. This thing is powerful. This thing is slow. But boy, is it cool. Can't believe it. And if you don't think that's cool, there's 2 of them. So it's twice the cool, which is pretty nifty, pretty scientific if I do say so myself. Look at this. We were in there. We were over there. We were in there. We didn't go on top, unfortunately. But, fun fact, I was told that it is the size of a baseball field, infield, which is pretty big if you've ever played baseball. If not, it's equivalent to this measurement, or this measurement, or this measurement. Space is cool. Science is awesome. This is great. Can't believe that we've done this. I'm gonna take a rock